Hi everybody, it is time for me to plan another week out. This is going to be the week of August 15th through the 21st, August 15th through the 21st, 2022 in my makselife vertical planner. I usually don't put up a plan with me like as 2 videos in a row, but if you watch the last one, you know we've been going through some shit in my family and it's continuing. My brother-in-law is starting to improve. My grandmother is declining. And as of the filming of this, we are we're just waiting to see, she's at end of life at this point. So I'll update you when I find out more, but fingers crossed that there's no pain for her and that it's peaceful because that's what she wants. I am using a hand can plan kit. It is this flowery situation. It's called Country Meadow. And it comes with the sheet with the date covers. It comes with some full boxes. I think I just ordered all the pieces. The regular boxes, this icon situation, and then some extra washi tape. Don't know if I'm going to need more washi tape or not. I don't think I am. I think the problem is that this fat washi is like too fat. Huh. Anyway, let's see here. Let's see. Oh, it's not enjoying coming off of the paper as well as I would have liked. I hate that. Is this going to be too fat? No, you know what? It's not going to be too fat because we're going to just raise it. Yeah, we're going to raise it a skosh. I've got my slice tool for cutting, stickers. I also have my palette knife, but these are a little wide for that. You can get a fatter one. They do sell bigger angled palette knives. I just prefer this one. So the slice tool works just fine for times when it's a little chonkier. Of course, did I cut through enough? I hope so, because it's nerve-wracking. I'm still working on it. I'm still working on feeling confident cutting through the sticker, but not through the paper. Because I'm covering this up so that I'm actually going up a line, but I'm trying to cover this up so I can write my dinners down there. And I actually pulled out my old recipe binder that I was using a shit ton of for the longest time, and then I sort of fell away from it once we moved. But I'm back to using that because I want to go to old favorites for a while, which is why I did not look for a wok recipe. That was one of the things on my goals for last week I did not do. I don't, with school starting this week, I don't feel confident trying something that I've never tried before. So every recipe I'm making this week is one I have made before. Now, it doesn't mean I've made it a bunch of times. On my list is like some things like chicken gnocchi soup that there were points when I was making it literally once a week for like months. So there is that. But this week, definitely going. There's others that I've only, like this one Parmesan crusted pork chop recipe. I made it, I think, once, and we really liked it. I just haven't made it again. And I usually am on this like kick to like kind of layer old favorites with new recipes. However, the last couple recipes I've tried with the kids home before they went to dad's, because I'll be real with you, we didn't do a ton of cooking while they were gone. We did a lot of like convenience foods out of the freezer. We ate through a lot of our frozen foods, which is good. But yeah, I didn't try as many new recipes as I thought I would while the kids were gone. And the last few new recipes I made when the kids were here were they were not hits. They were not terrible. They just weren't great. Like, I might like it or Jess might like it, but like one of the kids might be meh. And what we really try to do with recipes is find recipes that everybody can be happy about. And if somebody's like meh or choosing not to like it, especially if it's the kid of mine that tends to have issues when it comes to food, we shelf that recipe. I'm doing this different than I have been lately. I mean, it's the same setup, but like it's different in that I haven't instead of doing one side and then the other side. But I think it's mostly just because I'm worried about the size of these washi tapes. I'm going to put this up here. So this is the first week of school for RJ. He is going to be a junior. Sunny, my oldest, finished their GED. So they are done with high school and they are taking a year off before they decide if they're going to do college or not because of just various pains, and physical health problems that they're dealing with, physical and mental health, but really right now most of it is physical health that we're dealing with. We've managed to get a lot of the mental health stuff, at least currently, in a good place, or at least under managed. I say under control, but that doesn't really feel accurate when it comes to mental health stuff, at least in my personal experience. It's not about, completely fixing things, because that's often not possible. And for a lot of things regarding mental health, and this is totally like a personal, people feel differently depending on their situations and their personal, everything, their personal everything. But in my experience with mental health especially, it doesn't wind up being something that is fixable as much as it is like, sometimes you don't even want to fix it. You just want to get it managed, under control, however you look at it. So that's kind of where we're at. But the physical stuff is still a trial. So that is coming. But this week, they're basically going to be chilling. RJ is going back to school. And we have 2 vet appointments this week. Finally getting my fucking nails done. They are just so grown out. To a point where, like, I am nervous because, not because I'm worried about them popping off. They seem to be doing fine. But they're getting to a point where, like, this is going to be gross, but like I will bite on like the sides like this to try and slide my teeth under it. I used to do that with acrylic nails too. That is the sign of a committed nail biter, is somebody who is willing to just gnaw and chew until their shit is free, until they've got freedom. All right, so where'd it go? I lost it. Okay, so we're going to use this peachy one here to put in for blood pressure, which I did not do last week because okay, so my blood pressure setup is set up for me when I'm working because I have a cuff down here right next to everything. But when I'm taking the week off, it's not, fucking cut that one a little too short, but nobody's gonna care. Nobody will notice except if I tell everybody about it. And then I'm going to do this down here. I'm not going to write my workouts in. That did not go the way that I wanted it to. But what I think I will do is, I'm going to use this. Actually, you know what? I really like having the to-do list kind of sectioned off, but I only have these 2 short, like skinny strips left. And I was thinking about, like, should I cut this guy in half? But that is just a pain in the ass. And it'll be a lot of dark blue in the center of the page. So instead what I'm just going to do is I'm going to mark off the spot for the to-do list, and then I'm just going to go in and put plants at the top of every day of my to-do list. And I'm using I believe it's the denim color of my Zig Clean Color dot markers to use for dots this week because I think it just looks really pretty with this kit. Kind of has like a Americana look to it, which I don't know how I feel about right now, but whatever. And then this is one of my Pilot fine liners. Wait, is this a Pilot fine liner? I think this is a Pilot fine liner. Yeah. Okay, I'm putting my weather in for the week, or at least Monday through Thursday. It's allegedly raining right now, but I don't think it is. But tomorrow we are supposed to have a massive thunderstorm with a nice cool temperature going down to 79 degrees as a high. But then it looks like it's going to be in the 80s or 70s all week. That's nice after like these last few weeks of like 90s and 100, both here and when I was in Bend. It's better. We went to the dog park today that has a creek, and the creek was dried up. Now, I know they're doing some erosion work on the creek, so that might have been why, but otherwise it's just a very climate changey kind of feeling thing. So we wound up taking her to one of the quieter spots along the reservoir. Like there's a swim beach, but you can't take dogs there even on leash, but there's other spots that are like for fishermen or people like putting kayaks in or whatever. And so we found one that was near a fishing area, but then we also were trying to make sure that we weren't going to like annoy the shit out of the fishermen. So we did move to where we were like far enough away where we wouldn't like startle fish. And I'll be real, I don't know enough about fishing to know whether or not we were far enough away, but Jesse said we were. And so I'm going with that. I don't give a fuck about fishing, generally speaking. I find it to be incredibly boring, personally. I will sit and read in the sun, and that's nice for me, but if it's at altitude especially, I mean, now that I live at a mile above sea level, I'm getting, I think, a little bit more used to it, but in years past when, like, an ex-husband or someone has taken me fishing with them, I have gotten, like, pretty heinously sick from the altitude, because it's not it's not the business of which I prefer. Okay, so one of the things that I'm just realizing here is I'm not going to be able to do my usual, I didn't have my washi tape is not going to go all the way down to the column here. So I think what I'm going to do is grab one of these full boxes and put it there. You'll see. We'll get there in a second. So I think I'm going to take this one right here because it matches the, this, I'll put my Roomba schedule on it up here. And then what I'll do, oh no. Okay, so these are removable, but I feel like they're sticky enough where if I'm not careful, I could inadvertently tear on my way up. So I'm trying to be a little less redonkulous. So this will be my Roomba schedule, and I kind of like having that there. And then what I'm going to do is use this week sticker right below it for my to-do list. Yeah, I like that. And then I have this kind of corally color habits. So I'm going to use this guy to cover up the makselife little situation and then put this on top of it. That is layering, I was going to say deliciousness, but that sounds fucking weird. Layering scrumptiousness, that also sounds fucking weird. I don't know. All right, I've got like the basic skeleton in. I'm really liking how this is looking. All right, start with Monday. This is gonna be a busy week, so I do have some juggling I'm gonna have to do. On Monday, the biggest thing is that first thing in the morning, I am gonna need to, so work thing I'm gonna need to do right off the bat in the morning, and then RJ has his makeup check-in. He, you know what? I think I'm going to make this, even though this is going to be a busy week, I think I'm going to go with the full boxes across the top, I think. No. I don't know. Maybe. Where was that? Okay, so Monday is check-in for RJ. He has school starting Tuesday, but Monday he has to go and get like his ID and schedule and stuff. And then I need to do something for work first thing in the morning. And then I'm probably gonna do Layla's afternoon walk that day. Do I have enough stickers? That's the thing with the hand plan kits. I think they don't have enough stickers for the Layla walks usually, but we'll figure it out. Definitely I'm gonna use a whole box on here because aside from the check-in and the walk, it's gonna be a needed work day. So maybe I'll start with this kind of coral color and put it here. It's also payday. So I'll put it right here, down here, to just not use any extra space since the full box has filled up a lot of it. I do a Patreon post every Monday that has like the update for the week. And normally I try to schedule them on Thursdays, like because I take Fridays off. And Sundays are usually wrapped up with like streams and everything else. And it's just, it doesn't make sense to try and remember to do it then when I'm already kind of struggling to get through like my morning. It's a Krissyanne Designs sticker, by the way. Because of everything that's going on with my family, and I like to keep my patrons kind of abreast of some of those things, I'm not going to do it till tomorrow morning because I just need to know kind of where things are at with my grandma, because it literally could happen right now, like while I'm filming this. Okay, and then the other two big things to put on here are RJ's check-in and then Layla. I think for the fun, I'm going to use this little nerdy Steve, even though I would suggest that while RJ plays a shit ton of D&D, I would not necessarily call him the nerdliest of the people. I think he's probably the least nerdy of the people in this house. And then I think what I'm going to do for Layla is do these little dots, but instead of writing the time like I have in the past, I'm going to do like a little dog paw and then just write Layla. That way, it's cute, but it's also easy to read. The other things I know I'm going to need to do this week, I need to do, have Sunny check in for an appointment they have on Wednesday. I don't know what else yet. I'll figure that out tomorrow morning. I have not done my end of week yet, like review, but I have filled out my actions for this week. So I just want to double check and see what all is on here. I think tomorrow's got a lot of work to do, but I want to order my one little word pictures. I've already taken them, but I need to just get them printed. So Tuesday the 16th, I think Jesse's going to be in the office this day, so I want to put that in here with, I don't have any more washi tape. I have the blue washi tape. I wonder if I can like cut this in half using my slice tool. Let's try that, huh? It's a lot easier to cut when when the thing you're cutting, even though I'm using a straight edge, it has lines on it. Like that's handy. And then not worrying about cutting through. I could press down as hard as I wanted to. That in and of itself is pretty slick. Of course, this didn't cut all the way through. I thought I was pressing down pretty far. How rude, Cindy. How? Well, whatever. Okay. I only need about that much anyway, so we're just going to tear it. And then I'm going to utilize a flag. We'll go with a dark blue. That's not popping off easily. We're going to go, this kit is just not cut all the way through. Maybe you got it was on a bad silhouette day or something. I don't know. Put that there, and then we'll put J at office. And I'm pretty sure he is not planning to bring Layla, so I'm going to make the assumption that I'm walking her on Tuesday. This is the first day of school. We're going to use this gray one here, and we'll put it under. I shouldn't have layered these yet. I'm not ready for them yet. Trying to be a little more layery than normal. So we're going to pull you back about yay. But keep you lined up. I'm going to put this up here. We're going to slap that back on. There we go. See? Look at that. I have a Krissyanne Designs sticker that says first day of school, I'm pretty sure. I did have a first day of school sticker, but it was not in colors I wanted, so I think what I'm going to do is use this Just Start sticker from one of my Go Wild sheets with Kristen, and take this no school sticker, which we don't have technically Monday RJ has no school, only the freshmen start on Monday. However, because he has to go in for check-in, it's not really accurate. So I'm going to cut this no off of the school. And I'm going to use this Just Start School. See? Just Start School. I don't know what time yet, though. I'll write that on there once we know what his schedule is, because then I'll know if he's going in for A days or B days or whatever it is. But this is the first day of school, which is technically, I already filled my calendar in too. I'm so proud of myself for that. My calendar. First day of school is a weird day. So A day starts on Wednesday, so I need to put that in here as well to remind myself, because I don't know yet if it's going to matter or not. It won't really matter if his going in and out times are the same every day, but it could be different because of how it was last year. Then the other things I have on here are walking Layla. Those are the only other two things. I'm not going to put them in yet because I don't know if he's taking Layla with him or not. I think the other thing I'm going to put on here is I really want to do one little word. I meant to do it this week, but never threw it on the schedule. And so if I pick up the pictures, then I should have some time on my lunch break to do it. So I'm going to use this little heart from the icons and stick it right there. Oh, I have my Patreon Live too. I didn't even put that on my calendar yet. Hello. Maybe I'll leave the heart for that. No, I have a live stream sticker. I think I have a handful of the live stream stickers left. Do I? No, I am out completely of the live stream stickers. But I will use these last two for the 2 streams I have this week, because I'm not going to just put my videos in here. But I will put this for my... Oh, fucking, it's crooked. But I am in the middle of, no spend my hot wallet summer. So I have not bought more of these. Let's put one little word. And then maybe I'll just... Patreon Live. I'm going to leave space there for Layla, so I'll just put one little word down here. One little word. We may have to go to Target as well that day to pick up RJ's school stuff. We're waiting to get the syllabuses and such from his teachers. So, because with high school, everything gets so fucking specific. I know it's specific when you're in elementary school, or they tell you what kind of crayons to buy or whatever. But with high school, each class has its own specific things they want you to get. Wednesday is going to be No, Wednesday is not the rough day. We don't know which day Jesse's going to go into the office another day. He wanted it to be Thursday, but I begged him not to make it Thursday because you're going to see Thursday is basically full of some bullshit. Wednesday, I have an appointment with well, Sunny has an appointment that I have to drive them to. And then, so I'm just going to put this guy here because the big thing I want to do on Wednesday is get work done. I have to drop RJ off at school, and then I have to drop Sunny off at the doctor. So I'm going to use this little car for Sunny's appointment because Sunny has another appointment on Thursday that is telehealth. And what I would also really like to do is drop Sunny off at home and then go to the Botanic Gardens. I just don't think that's going to happen that day. So I'm just going to leave Wednesday blank. I don't know when I'm walking Layla that day either. Probably the afternoon, but again, I'm going to wait until I have that info from Jesse. He's taking a nap, so I have not bothered him with that. Thursday, I don't think Jesse is going to the office. He better not, because you're going to see why in a hot minute. So I'm going to use this flower sticker here and put it up at the top. Thursday, we have many things, but none of them are early, thankfully. Odin has his first appointment with our vet, because the only appointment he's had thus far has been with the vet that works with the shelter. And so we're going to go to our vet and get his vaccines. I have a nail appointment, thank God. And Sunny has a telehealth appointment. So 3 appointments kind of all in a row. Ooh, I have a nail sticker. I forgot to hang and blend. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. And it's trash day, which I'll throw up here. Maybe what I'll do is I'll use one of these little round stickers and do another paw mark on it, but this time it's for Odin. My little O-man. Odin at the vet. Odin at the vet. I'll use this sticker for my nail appointment. Nails 3 p.m. And then for telehealth for Sunny, I'm going to jump into my, are these too big? These might be too big. I use one of these little cell phone stickers from my little Steve Krissyanne Designs. Oh, it's a little too big for the spot, but that's okay. Which means that on Wednesday, we need to take care of another check-in for Sunny. I just need to remind them. They don't always remember. And that is, so you can see Thursday is a very full day. I mean, even if you take this out. Okay, so Friday is, we have another appointment. First thing in the morning, Layla's got her nails. I'm taking Friday off, so I'm going to put this day off sticker. Use this flowery situation because I think Friday is the day I'm going to try and go to the Botanic Gardens and then go grocery shopping. That was my plan this week, but I didn't wind up going grocery shopping. On Friday, I wound up sleeping because I needed to pretty badly. So I went yesterday. I went yesterday. Okay. In the evening. I don't like shopping in the evening. I'll be real with you. Grocery shopping for me, I prefer it in the mornings when the store is slow and it's just, I worked both morning crew and night crew and midday. I've worked all sorts of shifts at different grocery stores, and mornings were always my favorite time because they were mellow, which the evenings can be mellow too. However, you do run into problems with stock in the mornings usually, especially since the one I go to, I've actually asked and their truck shows up in the morning. So it's just something to keep in mind. Okay. So I'm going to go to the Botanic. That's my goal, is to go to the Botanic Gardens on Friday. So maybe what I'll do is I'll grab this peachy colored one, just throw it right in the middle. And then I'll use this grocery day sticker along with these like little grocery bag situation right here. Oops, that would be upside down. Grocery day for Friday. And I'm going to leave the bottom of it blank because who fucking knows what else is going to happen, right? Okay, before I do anything else, I need to remember the A and B day because I am obviously forgetting that. And so I'm going to use these other dots. Since I haven't been putting Layla's walks, I need at least 1, 2, 3, 4 because usually I do like 2 on the day that Jesse doesn't. Like this would be a 2 day if he doesn't take Layla with him to the office, and then the other day I wouldn't need to walk her at all. So I need to make sure I have 4 stickers left, but I only need 3 for... Yeah, I should still come out with 2 leftover stickers. So I'm going to try and mix the colors up enough so that I have a nice variety of colors when I do the Layla walks. Picking from the ones that have 2. But I don't want to use either of the dark blue ones. Those are the only A and B days this week because, like I said, the first day of school, they have all 8 classes or all 8 periods squished into one day. That's why I called it a weird day. Okay, we're on to the weekend. And so this weekend, we actually there's 2 kind of situations that are coming up with this weekend. The first one is that, I'm going to have to pull this sticker up. The first one is that on Sunday, well, it's not the first one. It's coming later in the week, but the first one that came to my mind is that we are off to the, I'm going to just stick it right here, off to the Streaming Horses again. So if you have missed my streams, and I hope that you have, I will be back to streaming on Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, and we are kicking it off instead of a live Plan With Me, which I will be alternating live Plan With Me's with a live show, and well, you'll understand more when I get there. But the point being is that I will be back Sunday, the 21st, at 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m. Mountain. So I'm just going to write that here. Make it nice and big and fancy. And then I also have my first patron hangout back as well. Live show. And I know that hangout doesn't actually look like a word, but that's okay. We're going to put this here. And that would be the last. And look at that. These 2 Procrastiplanner sticker sheets are completely gone. Go me. Woohoo. So that's Sunday. That's the only thing I've got on Sunday, and I'm just going to leave it like that, except for, we'll put like clean house to get the house just ready for, actually that'll be a Saturday thing. Clean house. And I'm just going to put laundry, because even though it's my sheets, it's also going to be other laundry. And then the other big thing that we're doing on Saturday is, the other big thing, oh fuck, are those hella crooked? It's hard to tell, because with hand lettering type stuff, you can't really always, or even with like hand lettering looking fonts, sometimes it's really hard to like kind of straighten them. I know this from my own personal issues with, you know, with straight lettering. Okay, so Saturday, the other big thing that we're going to do is some work in the yard. We are going to be doing some stuff in our front yard just to get things like cleaned up and managed. And so I'm just going to put a big sticker here with this choo-choo motherfucker, because we are going to be doing some yard stuff on Saturday as a family. And then we'll probably hit the dog park on Sunday. Yard. Shit. The only other thing I really want to do is check my things. Okay, so got the plant stuff on there. One Little Word is on there. Botanic Gardens is on there. Dog park isn't on there, but we've been taking her every other night to the regular dog park, and then on the weekends to the state park. So I'm not going to put it on here yet, because we're going to kind of play it by ear, but I'm not worried about that happening. It's working really well. Coffee date is the one thing I don't have scheduled yet. I just need to talk to a couple of friends and see who wants to hang out with me. Habits are written on here. Hot Wallet Summer's on the habits. Taxes. That's the other thing we have to do. Fuck my life. That's this weekend as well. And that is actually not that big of a deal. We filed an extension because there was a question that had to do with selling the house, and we just didn't have the right information. And so I'm just going to put this little computer Steve here. Just haven't had the chance to sit down and take care of it. We're getting a refund as far as I know, which is great. We need to like actually sit and figure it out. Jesse had asked that we do it this weekend, and that is what we're going to do. So that fills up my week pretty much. But that's why I look at this thing. And then the stuff for the front yard is in yard shit. So everything except for a coffee date. I don't know when I'm going to fit it in. Maybe on Friday. Everything or maybe on Wednesday, is fit in here for the week. So it feels like I've got a good plan going, and that would be, oh, you know what else I want to put on here? Take this meal plan sticker and just slap it right here on Thursday, because even though it's a busy day, if I want to grocery shop on Friday, it helps to have a meal plan, which is part of why I didn't grocery shop on Friday this week, because I didn't have time to do the plan. Okay, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine the other day about laundry and the different kind of approaches to handling mount laundry. For me, the way we do it is, well, for one, the kids are in charge of their own laundry, which means half the time their bedrooms are mountains of laundry, and half the time their rooms, I don't deal with it. I walk away from it. I did their sheets for them when they came back here from California, but like generally speaking, it's on them to do laundry. I handle Jesse's laundry, not because I'm like trying to be his little lady or something, but mostly because our laundry's in the same hamper and it just makes more sense to do it that way. He hates doing laundry. I hate certain other chores. So it evens out. The point is that I prefer, there have been I kind of go back and forth between doing laundry in one fell swoop, like one day and just running like 3 or 4 loads at once versus a load every time I need a load. And it just depends on how exhausted I am. I find both ways to work for me and to not work for me, depending on how I'm feeling. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Do you have a system for doing your laundry? Do you just do it when you have a load? Do you wait till you run out of underwear and only have laundry day clothes? Do you have a laundry day? Do you do it every day? I know this matters if you have a house that has in-house laundry or apartment laundry, or do you have to go to a laundry room on site, or do you have to go all the way to a laundromat? I recognize it's different for everybody. I've been in all of those situations. In-house laundry in the same building I'm in, and laundry where I have to walk through the rain to get to it or drive to it. So I'd love to hear your laundry comments below because I have to do some today. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, friends, peace.